How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with a little bit of dark lager up in this piece in the form of Treehouse Brewing. It is their Nomad. Yeah, this be a Czech dark lager brewed with authentic light and dark floor malted barley. Yeah, courtesy of my boy. I think this came from Oak Ridge. It either came from Oak Ridge or Steven. I'm 99% sure it came from Oak. And it comes in at a crushing ABV of, I have no idea. It is 3 months old at the time of drinking. I don't think that's an issue for a Czech dark lager. What else do we have going on here? So you're talking about select noble hops, roasted malts. It pours a soup dark near black color. And yeah, they talk about notes of chocolate straw and earthy noble hops. Let's dive in. I'm in the mood. This is crusher night for me. We're talking about the Thursday before Memorial Day. I had no idea it's Memorial Day weekend. I've been working from home for 2.5 months straight, and time does not exist anymore. So yeah. Label-wise, I dig it. I like this kind of new thing that Treehouse is doing with this little bit more of kind of a graphic kind of thing going on when it comes to their kind of labels. I dig them. It's a dude. The backpack. Hiking. Guess what he is? That guy's a nomad. So yeah, I dig it. I like it. I think it's fun. As far as that beer goes, I mean, she looks like a dark lager. She has a little bit more of a creamy head on her, though. Something a little bit more fluffy. Something you would kind of think of when you think of like a porter or something like that. So yeah, we'll see what's what. So we're talking about dark lagers, talking about kind of a Czech dark lager, malty, maybe a little bit of spiciness, a little bit of lager vibes. See what the nose has. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Rich chocolate malts. But in a way that rich chocolate malts come off in a low ABV lagered beer, in that there's no cupcakes here. There's no kind of huge confectionery kind of like chocolate syrup here. This is chocolate malt. Actual malt. Rich chocolate malt. Not getting much as far as lagering goes in it, but that chocolate malt is big enough to kind of combat any of that vibe off of it. It really is. Just a nice soft, comes off slightly like confectionery kind of chocolate. It's not milk chocolate, but there is a soft kind of lactose to it in a way that like maybe there was like some wheat or oats or something like that involved. They usually call that out. I kind of glossed over a bunch of that stuff. So, floor malted barley, an assortment of roasted malts. So they start, maybe, we'll see what's what. But not much as far as hopping goes. It's all more malt forward, not a ton of lagering vibes off of it. A little bit of confectionery vibes. More like a kind of oated variety as opposed to an actual like dosing of lactose. So let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. It really does come off like a Czech, very specific here, Czech dark lager. Because you get a little bit of punch, a bitterness, nothing too crazy, nothing over the top. You get that clean crispness that you'd expect from a Czech lager, but then you get that rich kind of maltiness. It doesn't, not necessarily as big as you would think based off of the nose, but it's definitely there. And the reason why I stress a Czech dark lager is I want to separate it from like a Schwarzbier, like a German-based kind of Schwarzbier, because those tend to lean a little bit more spicy, tend to lean a little bit more heavy malted, to where when you dive into them, you're kind of flirting the edge of like a kind of like a Baltic porter kind of vibe there. That is not this beer. This is thin, as it should be, and it brings all the bits and pieces you'd expect from a really well done Czech lager, but you just have that little added twist of a rich malt character to it. I mean, this is fun. This is fun beer. This is fun beer. That's what this is. This is fun beer for me. This is the kind of stuff where it's like, you know, you get to nerd out every now and then over something, and something you haven't nerded out over in a while, and you finally nerd out over it and you get all excited. Or even better, here's one. So this dude at my day job. In my day job, I deal with communication with customers in a specific platform online retailer platform. We're a manufacturer. Anyway, a person emailed us asking for a part that we give away for free. It happens 50 times a day. I forwarded them off to our sales department. And, I said, okay, I'm going to forward it here. Here's our sales team. They'll take care of you. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And the dude was kind of very personable in his email, and he was very kind of witty. And he kind of made a joke about his name because it was associated with the name of my company, and it was a unique name. And so I cracked the joke back, you know what I mean, trying to be personable. But I read his email. And after I sent it, his email was universalindicator@gmail.com. And universal indicator has to do with color, the color spectrum. But more specifically, there was a really old combination, kind of collaboration of weird electronic music back in the day between Richard D. James, Aphex Twin, most people might know him, and a guy named Mike Dredd. Most of you don't know who that guy is. And Mike Dredd was kind of one of my heroes when it came to weird electronic music. So I broke protocol for my company, and I actually wrote an email direct to him. I didn't copy anybody. I said, "Hey, man," I was like, because he wrote back again. He's saying, "Oh, here's my order number, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We won't need it. These are the parts that you're asking for. We give away for free, so we'll just send me one off." I'm like, "But I really do have to ask. It's a personal question. I mean, personal curiosity." I said, "It has nothing to do with the part." I'm like, "Does your email have to do with music or musicians in any way?" And he wrote back and kind of struck up a conversation back and forth about, Universal Indicator and Aphex Twin and Mike Dredd and all this weird kind of early 90s weird electronic music. And I haven't geeked out over that specific vein of music with anybody in quite some time. And that's where this beer kind of lands for me, is that, a Czech dark lager, I don't even remember the last time I had one, honestly. It's Schwarz beer all the time. But it's one of those things where, even though it's been a long time since you've had it, and you might be a little bit kind of rusty when it comes to like, okay, what is this going to be like? Am I going to like it? I might hate it. I don't remember having it for a while. And then you have it, and then it's clear as day that you dig it, and you like it, and this is the reason why you like it. And it's just exactly what you want it to be. That's where this beer lands. So it is, think of your most classic Czech style basic lager, beef up that malt bill, done and done. That sounds basic, but it's not basic. It's beautiful. It's the way it should be, and it just comes off absolutely fantastic. So yeah, more personal information and actual beer review on that one, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, Czech lager through and through. Beering comes through, nothing too crazy, crisp, clean, well made. I had that bonus of chocolate malt or roasted malt. Done and done. Is it one of the better ones I've had? Yeah, of course. I mean, of course. I don't remember the last one I had. Is it one of the better lagers? Okay. Here, that's the better one. Because that opens the door. Better lagers that I've had as of late. Yeah, it still is. It might even be Mount Rushmore status. I dig it. I think it's tasty. My buddy Keith would freaking flip his lid over this. Sorry, buddy. Coronavirus got us all down, so you don't get none. So there you go. Value availability when it comes to this beer, no idea. Maybe Oak Ridge or Steven or any of the Treehouse bros out there can let me know what's what and leave you with if you like what we like this beer, if you like lager, if you like Schwarz beer, if you want everything in between those two things. This is what's going to give you all the happiness in the world. Or if you're Nomad, that works too. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Nomad right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.